Welcome to the session, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening. A few students yet to join us this side, those girls who were sitting in the last bench. I think they'll come after some time. Till they join us, anyways, you can all give me a recap of what we have done in the previous session. Who can give me a recap? How many of you remembered to go back home and eat your chocolate? Do you remember? Eat chocolate every day. You remember? But you ate or no? Ate. So remind me what we did in yesterday's class or the previous class. One by one. Agnivesh. Okay. Nice. We saw what is cost and we saw different classification of cost. Okay. Can anyone remind me different classification of cost? On the basis of element. Yes. Something from A. Anaga. Anaga? Huh. Still answer. On the basis of element, everybody? Material, labor, and other expenses. Okay. And material, labor, and other expenses is divided into direct and indirect. What do you mean by direct material, direct labor, direct expense? Together they are called as prime cost. But what do you mean by direct expense? Which can be identified or traced. Thank you. Which can be identified or traced on a per unit basis. So if you can identify for a per unit, such an expense is called as direct. And what is indirect? Something which cannot be identified on a per unit basis. Indirect material, indirect labor, indirect expenses together can also be called as overheads. Many people make a misunderstanding. The three elements of costing are material, labor, and overheads. No, material, labor, and other expenses. Each of them is divided into direct, indirect. Direct together is called as prime cost. Indirect together is called as overheads. Artha aitu? Next, classification on the basis of behavior. On the basis of behavior, what are the three categories we saw? Fixed cost, variable cost, and semi-variable cost. What was the characteristic of a fixed cost? Your fixed cost would remain equal on what basis? It would be remaining equal on total basis. Can you give me an example of a fixed cost? Rent is going to remain fixed irrespective of in my academy, in my coaching business, whether I have 10 students or whether I have 100 students or whether I have 200 students. The rent for the premises is going to be fixed. Agree, yes or no? What is the characteristics of a variable cost? It is going to remain equal on what basis? On a per unit basis. That means, example, to make one shirt, I need to pay wages of 50 rupees. If I make two shirts, 100 rupees. If I make three shirts, 150 rupees. The total will change depending on the number of units. But for each unit, it will be same 50 rupees. Everybody able to follow? In the coaching academy business example, I gave you books and material. For each student to print books, it is going to cost 100 rupees. If I have two students, 200 rupees. Able to follow? Then we had semi-variable cost. What do you mean by semi-variable cost? It has both fixed component and variable component. How to find out variable component in the semi-variable cost? Variable cost is equal to difference in cost divided by difference in output. What will this give you? This will give you variable cost per unit. And then how to find out your fixed cost? Fixed cost will be equal to total cost minus total variable cost. What is total variable cost? Total variable cost is variable cost per unit into number of units. Artha aito? There might be at certain times some color might not be visible on the board. Let me know. Sometimes like yellow or neon color might not be visible very clearly. Let me know if anything like that comes. Yes, Ananda. Okay. Can you give me an example of step ladder cost? We'll come to step ladder cost in some time. Okay. That's distribution of overheads, apportionment, reapportionment. Yeah. Okay. Um, so fixed cost, variable cost, and semi-variable cost. Any doubt till here? No, sir. Then we saw classification on the basis of function. On the basis of function, what did we have? You had something called as prime cost. Prime cost means all your direct elements together. Then we had factory overhead, also called as manufacturing overhead, also called as production overhead. Then we had administration overhead. Then we had selling and distribution overheads. What do you mean by production overheads? All the overheads, all the indirect expenses which are incurred at the factory are called as production overheads. What is administration overheads? All the indirect expenses which are held at the office level. And what are selling and distribution overheads? Basically for sales and distribution, like your marketing, advertisement, salesman commission, etc. Everybody able to follow? Yes, sir. Then we saw on the basis of normality, normal cost, abnormal cost. Normal is something which is expected due to the nature of the product or due to the nature of production. Abnormal cost is something which is not expected because of the in the business. Everybody able to follow? Then we also saw different costs such as product cost, period cost, sunk cost, opportunity cost, able to follow explicit cost, implicit cost, differential cost, conversion cost, able to follow all these points? Yes, sir. Any doubts before we go ahead? Yes, beta. Bolo. Differential cost, can you give me an example? Yes. In the same example that we had in the coaching business, I told you my electricity and maintenance for how many students we had taken? For 10 students is equal to 35,000. And I told you for 100 students is equal to 80,000. So here you can see differential cost for 90 students is 45,000. This 45,000 is called as differential cost. In this case, can also be called as incremental cost. It is increasing by 45,000 with the change in output. Difference in cost due to difference in output is called as differential cost. Everybody able to follow all these points? Yes or no, sir? Very good. Can we go ahead to the next point then? Okay. Apart from this, we also discussed three words, I think, before we close the session. What were those three words that we discussed? Cost object, cost unit, cost driver. Think for 30 seconds. Any one of you, what's a cost object? Think for 30 seconds. Any one of you, what is a cost object? Anyone? Hey, go back class. Very good. Anything which requires a separate measurement of cost is called as a cost object. Can you give me an example? An example could be a phone. You want to find out the cost of one phone, manufacturing one phone, or we want to find out the cost of delivering one class of ACCA. Possible, yes or no? Provide one a product or to give a certain service, or it could be to run a certain department in an organization. Example, now in my coaching academy, what different departments can I have? I can have one department for, taking registrations. I can have one department for marketing. I may have one department called as canteen department. Agree, yes or no? I want to find out the cost of the canteen department. Anything which requires a separate measurement of cost is called as a cost object. Comfortable? Yes, sir. Next element. What is next item? What is a cost unit? Unit is something in terms of which the cost is expressed. Example, if I say phone will be given as cost per phone, per unit, per number. But if I say rice, it will be in per kg. If I say a hospital, per bed. If I say a hotel, per room, per day. Everyone able to follow? Unit is nothing but the term in which the cost is expressed. And then you had cost driver. What is cost driver? Something which influences the cost or which drives the cost. Example, in marketing division, what will be the cost driver? Number of advertisements, number of salesmen. Or in your customer service department, what would be the cost driver? Number of calls, number of minutes that the person is talking, that will be your cost driver. This is what we have done in the last class. Everybody comfortable? Yes, sir. Madam, you were there in the last class? No. Hello. Why you were not there? Bunking? Ah, very nice. Enjoyed life. Got 2 days extra also. You watched recording? Very good. In the recording, what I told? Anything can you tell me? Just to prove that you have watched. Rules. Remind me 4 rules of class. 4 or 5? 6. Okay, tell me. What were they? Uh, Curly girl, she doesn't remember anything. Madam, you also new girl. You attended class? No, no, in the second bench. Yeah, you were there. Okay. Rest, I think you were there, beta. Okay. Rest everyone was there. Chalo, let's start off with today's part of the syllabus. Please write down cost sheet. Cost sheet may not directly come in your exam, but it's important to know certain words over here to solve our questions further. So let's write down cost sheet. We will not ask you directly to prepare a cost sheet, but like I'm saying, few words become relevant for us. Okay. Now, in your cost sheet, can you tell me what are the first elements that I will consider? Your cost sheet, you need to think about your classification on the basis of function. On the basis of function, what do we have? First, we have prime cost. So, what does prime cost involve? All the direct elements. In the direct elements, which all will we record? Direct material, direct labor, and direct expenses. So, in my cost sheet, I start by saying point number one, direct material consumed. Direct material consumed. Now you think from accounting perspective, in an organization when you're doing accounting, will you record the raw material which is purchased or the raw material which is consumed? From accounting perspective, we always record the raw material which is purchased. But from costing perspective, what are we going to consider? We are going to consider the raw material which is consumed. I purchased 10,000 kgs of raw material. I did not use any of those 10,000. What is the cost of making the product? Zero, because I've not used the raw material. So in costing, we are not worried about raw material purchased. We are more concerned about raw material consumed. What do you mean by the word consumed? The word consumed means used. How to calculate raw material consumed? Below that, opening stock of raw material plus purchases of raw material less closing stock of raw material. Opening raw material plus purchase of raw material less closing stock of raw material. This together will give you what? Raw material consumed. Separate. Okay, it depends. The scrap is generated at raw material stage or finished good stage. It depends. Okay. Point number two, direct labor. Point number three, direct expenses. You tell me, 1 plus 2 plus 3 will be called as what? Will be called as prime cost. Will be called as prime cost. I go back to my categorization. We have already taken prime cost. What's the next element I should consider? Factory overheads. To this, fifth point, add factory overheads. Factory overheads can also be called as production or manufacturing overheads. You get gross works cost, gross works cost. To this, add opening WIP, deduct or less closing WIP. Add opening WIP less closing WIP. You get works cost. You get works cost. Okay. Before I continue, can anyone tell me what is the meaning of this WIP? WIP stands for work in progress. What do you mean by work in progress? Something that you have started production but not completed production is called as work in progress. We are still at the factory itself. We are dealing with your factory expenses. So over there itself, you add your opening stock of WIP and deduct your closing stock of WIP. What did you get? Works cost. Now think and tell me which cost is remaining. Administration costs. So below this, I will write down add administration overheads, add administration overheads. You get cost of production. Cost of production. Point number 12, add opening finished goods, add opening finished goods. You get cost of goods available for sale. 14, less closing finished goods. You get cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold. From the beginning, did you write down this much? Okay. From the beginning, we started with all your direct elements, direct material plus direct labor plus direct expense gave you what? Prime cost. So that we added factory overheads and we got gross works cost. We adjusted our units of work in progress and we got the works cost. So that you add your administration overheads in bracket, I'm going to say over there, administration overheads related to production. Administration overheads related to production, and at this stage, your goods have been produced. All the goods have been produced. I've adjusted my raw material stock, I've adjusted my work in progress stock. Which stock is remaining? Finished goods. Add the opening finished goods, deduct the closing finished goods, you get cost of goods sold. Now, which element of cost is remaining? Selling and distribution overheads. So below this, I'll continue to write down point number 16. Add administration overheads. Sir, above also you gave administration overheads. There, what did I say? Which are related to production. Here I will say administration overheads of general nature. Sir, what do you mean by administration overheads related to production? What do you mean by administration overheads general in nature? I'll give you two examples. You yourself will tell me. Think and tell me. Accountant salary, general in nature. Lawyer fees, general in nature. Production manager salary, administration overhead, but related to production. Able to follow? Okay. So coming down below that, what is the next one? Point number 17. Add selling and distribution overheads. Selling and distribution overheads. You get cost of sales. Cost of sales can also be called as total cost. Can also be called as total cost. So this point number 19, add profit, cost plus profit. What will it give you? Sales. Everyone able to follow? Everyone able to follow? Yes, sir. Yes. Okay. Go through this particular cost sheet that you have written, and I'll give you certain costs. You classify and tell me where they will appear. Just go through this entire sheet. Okay, so classify the following costs as to direct or indirect, first of all. And then you also tell me whether it is material, labor, or other expense. Classify the following costs on their elements and as to direct or indirect. Rent of the factory. Think about it. I'll give you about 5 to 10. You think about it, let me know. Supervisor's salary, oil for lubricating machines, wages for factory workers involved in production, depreciation of plant. Yeah. First, you tell me what is the element, and then you tell me the nature of direct or indirect. Are you writing? Hope just the class, right? Think about these 5 elements. Let me know what is their classification. Online students able to hear me? I want you also to reply on the chat box. Okay, anyone? Rent of the factory comes under which element? A, go by class. Which element? Which are the three elements? Material, labor, or other expense. So rent of the factory will come under other expenses. If I am saying on the basis of function, then it would be factory overhead. But I'm asking on the basis of element. So then it will be other expenses. अर्थ आई तो समझ में आया अर्थमाइंदा very good. Supervisor salary, labor. Anything paid to human resource comes under labor. Oil for lubricating machines. Oil for lubricating machines. Oil, material. Go back class. Wages for factory workers. Labor. Anything paid to man force, human, is labor. Depreciation of the plant. Other expenses. Depreciation of the plant. What is depreciation? The usage of a fixed asset is called as depreciation. Pause. Look at the board. Now, my dears, I don't know whether you have learnt in accounts or not, but let's try to understand what is depreciation. Can anyone tell me, according to you, what is depreciation? Decrease in the value of an asset by the usage, passage of time, then forgot wear and tear, obsolescence across the life of the asset. First in the once again, what is depreciation? Decrease in the value, reduction in the value, gradual decrease in the value of the asset due to passage of time, usage, wear and tear, obsolescence is called as depreciation. That's the English meaning of depreciation. What's the accounting meaning? My dears, I buy a phone today for 25,000. Can I sell the phone tomorrow for 25,000? No, tomorrow I can sell it for slightly lower value. Can I say I can sell it tomorrow for 20,000? Yes, sir. So what is this reduction of 5,000 called as? Depreciation. I buy a gold chain today for 25,000. 25,000, you will not get a gold chain. Example, 2,50,000, I buy a gold chain. Tomorrow, can I sell it for 250 or more? I can sell it for more than 250. Let me say I sold it for 3 lakh. What is this? Appreciation. Change in value of a particular asset is called as appreciation, depreciation. This is related to the market value of that asset. What is depreciation in accounts? In your accounts, depreciation means the usage of the asset. Let me take an example. Salary. I pay salary of 50,000. Salary of 50,000 is accounted as an expense. True or false? Yes, sir. I pay rent of 60,000. Rent of 60,000 is recorded as an expense. Agree, yes or no? Yes, sir. Similarly, I have purchased a machinery worth rupees 2 lakh. Machinery worth rupees 2 lakh, you don't record as an expense. Machinery of 2 lakh is recorded as what? Is recorded as an asset. Why did you record it as an asset and not as an expense? You paid money for salary, expense. You paid money for rent, expense. You paid money for machinery, not an expense, asset. Why? Sir, because? Okay. Because, boys? Okay. The one of the major reasons you don't record it as an expense is because these items will give benefit for less than 1 year. Machinery will give benefit for more than 1 year. Salary, if I pay today, employee will work for me only for 1 month. Rent, if I pay today, I can use the property only for 1 month. So whatever I've paid today is my current year income or my current year expense. Machinery I have paid today. Will I be able to use the machinery only for 1 year, or can I use it for 10 years? I can use it for 10 years. So what to do? This 2 lakh I am supposed to divide for 10 years, and 20,000 will be my expense per annum. Agree, yes or no? 20,000 will be my expense per annum, and this 20,000 is called as depreciation. So what is depreciation actually? You're paying money for an asset. You're paying money, it should be an expense, but you're not taking it as an expense. You're not taking it as an expense. Why? Because the benefit was given for more than 1 year. The benefit is available for 10 years, 2 lakh divided by 10, 20,000 will be called as depreciation every year. In accounts, what is depreciation? Dividing this 2 lakh over the usage. If it is 10 years, divide for 10 years. If the asset is for 5 years, divide for 5 years. Depending on the usage of the asset, dividing or allocating the amount over the life is called as depreciation. Artha aitu everybody, yes or no? I come back. Depreciation of plant, depreciation of machinery, other expense. Comfortable? Yes. Now nature as to direct or indirect. How will you tell me direct or indirect? If you can identify per unit, direct. If you cannot identify per unit, indirect. Rent of the factory. Rent of the factory, indirect. Rent of the factory is not related to number of units. Like rent of the classroom, not related to number of students. Supervisor salary. Salary, always indirect. Oil for lubricating machine, indirect. Wages for factory worker, direct. Wages is generally paid on a direct basis. Depreciation of plant, indirect. Everyone able to follow? Yes. Okay. Next, classify the following on basis of function. Yes, madam. What do you mean by, okay, first of all, if we come back to element, material, labor, and other expense. What is labor? Anything paid to human resource can be called as labor. Salary, wages, bonus, incentive, all comes under labor. What is material? Whatever items are used to make the finished product is called as material. Now, material could be of two types, direct material, indirect material. To make one shirt, 2 meter cloth, direct. To make one shirt, 8 buttons, direct. But to make that shirt, you need to put oil in the sewing machine, indirect material. Any item used for manufacture is material. Can we go ahead, everyone? Yes, sir. Okay. Classify the following costs on the basis of function. Next category below that. I'll name a few costs. You tell me. Uniforms for factory workers. Go by class. On the basis of function. Go jump twice from building. In CA class, what do I say? Yeah, I tell them to go jump. And then after that, I add one more sentence. What do I add? No, even if you jump once, nothing will happen because you'll need multiple attempts. ACCA, hopefully, you don't need multiple attempts. Doesn't mean go jump once and then blame on the sir. So I'll give you a few expenses. Salary of the factory supervisor, salary of payroll supervisor, rent of warehouse for storing finished goods ready for sale, salary of factory security guard, salesman commission, Discount allowed to customers who pay early. Okay, try these on the basis of function. On the basis of function, what are the categories? Uh, Factory overhead, administration overhead, selling and distribution overhead. Tell me. Uniforms for factory workers, factory overheads. Salary of the factory supervisor, salary of the factory supervisor, factory overhead. Salary of payroll supervisor, administration overhead. Rent of the warehouse for storing finished goods which are ready for sale, selling and distribution overhead. Here only, what if I say rent of the factory? Yeah, D2, rent of the factory would become factory overhead. Rent of the godown where finished goods are stored will be selling and distribution overhead. Salary of the factory security guard, factory overhead. Salesman commission, selling and distribution overhead. The next one is interesting. Discount allowed to customers who pay early, selling and distribution overhead. It's like your incentive, it's like your advertising charges. Last one, administration overhead, cost of printing or cartridge at the office, printer cartridge at the office. Okay, can I add a few more? You'll keep on telling me. Yes, sir. Okay, tell me. Depreciation on factory building. Depreciation on factory building, factory overhead. Depreciation on office building, administration overhead. Depreciation on delivery vans, selling and distribution overheads. What if I say repairs to plant and machinery, factory overhead. Repairs, general repairs, administration overhead. What if I say lawyer charges, administration overhead. Gas, power and fuel. Gas, power and fuel, gas, power and fuel, gas, power and fuel, factory overhead. Now it depends. It can be taken as direct cost if they give you the nature of the product, if you can identify on a per unit basis. If they've not given anything, factory overhead. Everyone able to follow? Yes or no, sir? Fees paid to auditor, administration overhead. Salary paid, administration overhead. Salary paid to production manager, salary paid to salesmen, selling and distribution overhead. Able to understand the different categorization? Yes, sir. Okay. Relax for a minute. Then we go ahead to the next point. Any doubt? Feel free to ask. Just go through what we have done. We go ahead to the next point. What is trade discount? What is cash discount? Okay, I'll discuss. Write down next heading, items not considered in a cost sheet. Items not considered in a cost sheet. In the just previous session, few minutes back, we discussed what is a cost sheet. Can you tell me why we prepared this cost sheet? Find out the total cost of a product, and to that you add a certain element of profit and you get the selling price. Agree, yes or no? Yes. There are some items that I cannot take in this cost sheet. Can you tell me examples of some such items which I should not be considering? Penalty, okay. Why do you say so? Correct. Penalty is correct. But why do you say so? Okay. So basically, please understand the objective of preparing this particular cost sheet. Cost sheet will be prepared to find out total cost of a product. From the total cost of a product, you will add profit percentage and you get your selling price. Agree, yes or no? So to determine the selling price, we prepare something called as cost sheet. Now, in this cost sheet, in my business, I had to pay certain bribes. I paid bribe to the government. Do you think I can put that as as a cost of my product and recover that from my customer? No, sir. I gave a donation to some organization. Can I put that donation also and recover it from my customer? No, sir. I broke some law and I paid penalty to the government. Can I take that from the customer? No, sir. So there are certain items which cannot be considered in the cost sheet. Basically, you cannot recover those costs from your customer. Therefore, it should not be a part of those of that cost sheet. What are those items? Write down one by one. Point number one, financial items. Financial items. Financial items like what, sir? Interest on loan. Interest on loan. You have taken a loan from the banker, you need to pay interest. Can you recover that interest from your customer? No. Bad debts. What do you mean by bad debts? Debts that cannot be recovered. Irrecoverable debts are called as bad debts. Sir, why you are using such dash dash language, sir? What is debtor? Somebody who owes money to the business is debtor, sir. So much dash dash language don't want, sir. What is debtor? Simple word. One word if you have to tell me debtor. A customer is a debtor. Okay. Who is customer? Somebody who has to pay money to the business is called as customer. Somebody who has to pay money to the business is called as debtor. Agree, yes or no? Who is bad debt? The debtor who did not pay money is called as bad debt. One debtor did not pay, one customer did not pay. Can you add that to your cost sheet and take from other customer? No, this is a financial expense. It cannot be taken from your other customers. Similarly, here we also have cash discount. Now, somebody may ask me, what is cash discount? In business, we have two types of discount. What are the two types of discount? It is not discount allowed and discount received. It is trade discount and cash discount. Can anyone tell me the difference between trade discount and cash discount? Think about it for 30 seconds. You have an answer, raise your hand. Trade discount, cash discount. Think for 30 seconds. How many of you commerce students? All. So first you have studied trade discount, cash discount. What is it? God knows, sir. The teacher only didn't know who told us. Yes, Vireja. Vireja, right? Huh. Okay. I'll come back. Anaga. Okay. Animesh. Yeah. I'll tell no. It'll be same but different. You tell. It's okay, you tell. I'll tell no. Shai is coming. Hmm. Okay. Shai is coming, why I say? That's the little translation of Kannada. Naach ke barta hai. Shai is coming on the way. Okay. What is trade discount? What is cash discount? Trade discount. Go by the name. Trade. What do you mean by trade? Buying and selling is called as trade. The discount given due to trading activity, due to buying and selling. Buying and selling what? Either huge quantity or regular frequency. I'm coming and buying from you 10,000 kgs. Please give me some discount. This is called as trade discount. Or frequency. I will come and buy from you every day. I will come and buy from you every week. Give me some discount. Because of trading activity, the discount that is given is called as trade discount. Is it known at the time of the transaction? Is it known at the time of the transaction? Yes, sir. As soon as I go to buy or when I am selling a product, at that time the negotiation is made and you know it at the time of the transaction. So what will happen? The transaction in this case will be recorded at net value. What do you mean by the word net value? The word net value means after discount. I buy a product of 100 rupees and I give a discount, or I go to buy a product of 100 rupees and the supplier gave me a discount of 10. How much will I record my purchase? 90 rupees. Why? Because when the transaction is happening, I already know that there is a 10 rupees discount involved. This discount, because of trading, is called as trade discount. Artha aaytu? What is cash discount? Cash discount is given because of early settlement of cash. I am supposed to pay money after 1 month. I go to that particular supplier and I tell him within 10 days, take the money. What will the supplier say? Dhanush sir purchased goods from a supplier. He's supposed to pay money after 1 month. I go within 10 days to the supplier and tell him, take money. What will the supplier say? No, don't give me money today. Come and give me money after 20 days. Correct? Yes or no? No, sir. Whoever is getting money early, first they are going to take the money. I'm supposed to pay you money after 30 days. In 10 days, I'll come and tell take. Will you say, no, don't give me now, come and give after 20 days? Anybody who's getting money early will take the money. But then what will I say? I'm giving you money early. Give me some discount. The discount given for early settlement or prompt payment of cash is called as cash discount. Is this known at the time of the transaction? No, when I purchase the goods, I did not know that I will make early settlement. So the transaction will be recorded at which value? Transaction will be recorded at gross value and your discount will be shown separately. Artha hai to everybody, yes or no? This is from accounting perspective. That when we come down to costing, your cash discount is not shown. Why? You gave discount to customer A. Can you recover it from customer B? No, sir. Financial items are not shown in your cost sheet. Generally to be considered as trade discount. Okay. Come down to point number 2. Appropriation of profits. What do you mean by the word appropriation? The word appropriation means distribution. You would have prepared something called as profit and loss appropriation account. Do you remember? In partnership. So what is appropriation? Distribution. The word appropriation means distribution. Distribution of profits also cannot come in your cost sheet. Example, income tax, donations, etc. Third one, as we discussed, fines, penalties, damages, etc. These items are not going to be considered in your cost sheet. Everyone able to follow what we discussed? Yes, sir. So in any organization, if they've given you costs, you will be able to find out the cost of a product and accordingly find out the selling price. Comfortable, everybody? Yes or no? Yes, sir. Consider the following examples. Consider the following examples to understand profit on cost, profit on sale. We're going with certain basics itself, not specifically under any chapter, but certain basic points to know to make certain calculations. I'm definitely sure a fourth standard student will give me answers for all of these questions, right? But in the class, I feel majority of you will give me wrong answer. Can we try? Are you faster than a fourth standard student? Yes or no? Thank God, at least someone told yes. I said in the next few examples, I'm sure a fourth standard student will give me correct answer. In this class, I doubt majority of you will give me correct. Can we check? Let's check. Point number A, cost price is equal to rupees 100. Selling price is equal to rupees 110. Profit is equal to question mark. Oh my God, people are struggling. Oh, very nice. How many of you got answer 10? How many of you got answer 10? So beautiful, so smart you are. I'm feeling like a wow. So, of course, profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. That will be equal to rupees 10. That was the first one. Let's come down to the second one. In the second one, I am saying cost price is equal to rupees 100. Profit is equal to rupees 20. Selling price kitna? 120. Very smart. Case C, cost price is equal to rupees 100. Selling price is equal to rupees 90. Profit kitna? Profit kitna? Profit kitna? Profit is 10 rupees negative. So loss. How many of you identified loss? How many of you identified loss? Okay. There are batches where majority of them gave wrong answer in case C. I'm happy that your batch is not one such. Let's see case D. Case D, cost price is equal to rupees 100. Profit is equal to 10% on cost. Selling price is equal to kitna? How did you say selling price is equal to 110? First of all, profit is equal to 100 into 10%, which is equal to 10. And that is why it gave you selling price 100 plus 10, 110. Agree, yes or no? Yes. How many of you got fourth one wrong? Let's go to the fifth one. Are you writing along with me? Yes, sir. Okay. Let's go to the fifth one. Cost price is equal to 100. Profit is equal to calculator kodi. Who has to? Sir, if you bring one only to the class, it's great, sir. No problem. I'll just calculate. 20% on sale. Selling price equals how much? ಹೋಯ್ತಾ? Online students can also give me an answer in the chat box. 25. Your name is from N, no? Pradyumna, huh? Okay. Pradyumna also messaged me. Kita? 120? 125? How many of you got 120? How many of you got 125? What rest of you got? 80? Okay. Nice. Multiple answers I have got. Okay. Let's check what the answers are. How many of you got 120? Hey, Kopjasti, so many of you that time got 120. Okay, changed answer. How many of you got 125? Okay, how many of you got one? ಎಷ್ಟು ಪುಟ? ಚಾರು? 183 or just 83? Just 83. 83.33. Anybody else? One? Okay, let's check. Now, my dears, how many of you did profit is equal to 100 into 20%? That is equal to 20. Why is this wrong? Because the profit is 20% on sale. You cannot apply 20% on the cost price. Then how to apply, sir? You know the equation. What is the equation that we know? Cost price plus profit is equal to selling price. Do we know what is selling price? No. So can I say let selling price be X? Agree, yes or no? Yes, sir. Don't like your X? Then use another variable over there. No problem. You can say let selling price be P. No problem. I like X. I'll use X over there. So cost price कितना 100 plus profit कितना 0.2x. 20% of X is equal to selling price X. 100 is equal to 0.8x. How we got 0.8? 1x go 1x on the RHS, plus 0.2 goes to the negative right side. It becomes minus 0.2. 100 divided by 0.8 is equal to x. X is equal to kitna? X is equal to 125. What is x? X is your selling price. Selling price equal to 125. Artha aita? Yes. Artha aita? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I don't like the equation that you wrote on the board. How many of you don't like maths? Kopjasti people, you people are. Maths should be your favorite one of the favorite subjects. It's okay. I don't like equations. Can you give us some shortcut? Of course, I'll give you a shortcut also. Is this done? Okay. I'll come back to the shortcut. Let us further. Can I go ahead? Can I go ahead? Yes, sir. Okay. Point number F. Selling price is equal to 1000. Profit is equal to 100. Cost price kitna? A Kopjasti class. I wrote the answer. I hope you got it. Selling price 1000, profit 100. Cost price kitna? 900. Case G. Selling price is 1000. Profit is equal to 25% on cost. Cost price kitna? बोलो. Tuku typing calculator. Nobody getting answer. Minus 1333. Cost price is negative. Dike I tell go jump from building anta. Cost price plus profit is equal to selling price. Let the cost price be X. X plus 0.25 X is equal to 1000. X is equal to 1000 divided by 1.25. Kitna? Now to calculate and tell me at least 800. Sir, we don't like equations, sir. Don't worry, I'll give you shortcut. Who's still writing? Pradyumna's friend. Okay, below that, I'll give you particulars. Case A, B, C. Particulars, case A, B, and C. Okay. In the particulars column, write down one below the other. Point A, selling price. Point A, selling price. Point B, cost price. What did I say? Selling price, cost price. I'll give you the data also. This is 125. Selling price 125, cost price 100. You tell me profit. So smart you people are. How did you calculate 25? You calculated it as A minus B. Okay. Let's come down to point D. Tell me profit percentage on cost. C divided by B into 100. 25%. 25 rupees profit on 100 rupees is 25% of profit. Agree? Yes or no, sir? Point number E. What is D as a fraction? Point D as a fraction means D divided by 100. 25 divided by 100. Kitna? Give whoever said 0.25. No, you go up to the terrace and jump. I'm asking as a fraction. 0.25 is what? Decimal. 25 by 100 as a fraction is 1 by 4. How many of you got 1 by 4? God bless you. 0.25 ante. 0.25 is correct, but that's the decimal form. I'm asking what's the fraction form. Point number F. What is the profit percentage on sale? Your profit is C, 25 rupees divided by A, selling price into 100. 25 divided by 125 into 100, 0.2 or 20%. What is F as a fraction? F as a fraction is nothing but F by 100, which is 1 by 5. I'll just repeat what we have done. I gave you selling price, I gave you cost price. You found out profit. You found out profit percentage on cost. You found out profit percentage on sale. And you denoted the same thing as a fraction. Any doubt in what you have done? Yes, sir, no, sir. I want you to calculate case B. 300, no, sorry, 400, 300, 120, 100. Calculate. Case B, anybody got? Bhumika gang. Answer. Thinking, sir. Got it? All the numbers? Okay. I'll give you another 30 seconds to calculate. Okay. I'm giving you the answers. How many of you got all the numbers that is missing? Charu madam, didn't get calculating. Sir, 1 minute, sir. Who said 1 minute? Second bench, third bench boys. What's your name? Anyone? Huh. Nandu. Huh. Got answers, Nandu? Okay. Everyone. Whatever you have got, let's see. Everyone will participate loudly. Case B, profit 100. Thank you. Profit on cost 100 divided by 300, 33.3333%. As a fraction, 33.3333 divided by 100, 1 by 3. 33.33333 into 3 will give you 99.99999. That's 100. Okay. Profit on percentage on sale. Profit percentage on sale 33.333 divided by no 100 divided by 400, that is 25%, 1 by 4. How many of you got all wrong? Let's come down to case C. Profit, so smart. Profit on cost 20%. Percentage 1 by 5. Profit on sale 16.6667%, 1 by 6. Agree, yes or no? Now, if you got these calculations right, don't worry, they'll not ask you these calculations. I wanted to make an observation on the board. If you have got the calculations right, I will mark two numbers. Please read those two numbers. Dash on cost. On cost, how much is it? 1 by 4. Dash on sale, 1 by 5. Next, I will mark in green. Dash on cost, 1 by 3 on cost. Dash on sale, 1 by 4 on sale. Next, I will mark 1 by 5 on cost, 1 by 6 on sale. Is there any observation that you make from the following table? What is the observation that you make? Check the first one. 1 by 4 on cost will become 1 by 5 on sale. 1 by 3 on cost, 1 by 4 on sale. 1 by 5 on cost, 1 by 6 on sale. 1 by x on cost, 1 by x plus 1 on sale. So if they have given you profit on cost, you can directly convert it to profit on sale. What will be the relation, sir? From that below that you can write down. From the above, we can say that 1 by x profit on cost implies 1 by x plus 1 profit on sale. 1 by X profit on sale implies 1 by X minus 1 profit on cost. We have understood the relation. How to use it? I'll go back to the previous case. Did you understand the relation 1 by X plus 1? Yes or no, sir? Yes, sir. Write down this part. Can I go back to the previous examples? Okay. Now just first of all, pens down. Come down to this example E. In this example E, read what is the data given everyone. 100 rupees is the cost price. Profit is 20% on sale. Do we know how much is sale? We don't know, but they've given us the profit in relation to sale. Can I convert profit on sale to profit on cost? Yes, sir. 20% on sale. What's the fraction? 1 by 5 on sale. 1 by 5 on sale means how much? 1 by X on sale. 1 by X minus 1 on cost. 1 by 4 on cost. 1 by 4 matlab kitna? 1 by 4 matlab 25% on cost. 25% on cost. Do I know cost price? Yes, sir. Profit is equal to 100 into 25%, which is equal to 25. Selling price will be 125. So instead of using the equation there, you could directly use the shortcut. What is the shortcut? 1 by X on cost, 1 by X plus 1 on sale. 1 by X on sale, 1 by X minus 1 on cost. You can write down the green part. Okay, let's come down to the one more, which was the other example, case G, I think. Still writing, I'll wait for 30 seconds. Okay, in case G, what they had given us? Selling price is 1000, profit is 25% on cost. We don't have cost price, so can I convert? Yes, sir. 25% on cost, 1 by 4 on cost, 1 by 4 on cost, 1 by 5 on sale, 1 by 5 on sale, 20% on sale. Directly apply. Profit is equal to 1000 into 20%, 200. Cost price is equal to, एक उपजास्ती class, cost price is equal to 1000 plus 200. 1200. Very good, Aditya. 1000 minus 200. I hope you understand cost price is equal to selling price minus profit. Don't do plus over there. 800. Very nicely, this fellow did 1200. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Okay. You've just seen few examples of classification of cost further, and we went ahead to see profit on cost, profit on sale relation calculations. Okay, we'll take a break over here. What's the time? 6:30. You want to take a break now or after some time? After some time. Okay, relax 1 minute and then we go ahead. Okay, now that you have written this, let's go ahead to see next heading. Write down. Done. Write down. Yeah, whenever I give a break and when I start the class again, just remind me, always switch on recording, sir. If you don't remind me, go in the, then that day don't ask me, sir, where is recording, sir? I don't have. Right? Okay. So just keep checking, okay, randomly at times, sir, is recording on. In that recording, also keep checking. You some randomly you can ask me, sir, is the audio working? Is the video working? When you go back home, if you observe audio video is not there, please send a message to me. Sir, dash day of the recording, that day audio is not there, video is not clear. When you are watching, please make sure that you tell me as soon as possible so that that video can be rectified. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? I don't know how many of you will go back home and watch recordings revise, but if you are watching, let me know as soon as possible. Write down traditional methods of costing. Traditional methods of costing. We have absorption costing and marginal costing. Absorption costing and marginal costing. Let's start with marginal costing. Marginal cost means the additional cost. Marginal cost means the additional cost to be incurred to make one extra product. Marginal cost means the additional cost to be incurred to make one extra product. Marginal cost sheet. Marginal cost sheet. Our regular cost sheet was on the basis of what? Whatever cost sheet that we prepared slightly before was on the basis of function. On the basis of function, what we had? You had your prime cost, then you had your production overhead, then you had your administration overhead, then you had your selling and distribution overhead, and that gave you the total cost. Agree, yes or no? Marginal cost sheet is not on the basis of function, it is on the basis of variability. Write down marginal cost sheet and below that sales, sales less variable cost, sales less variable cost. I'll write on the board, it will be better for you. 1 minute. Kamala, Kamala, Kamala is not listening to me. 1 minute. The computer has gone for a update. Take a break of 20 minutes and then we continue.